Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday to you. Joy Redmond reporting to you live here from the digital desk of the Action News 5 newsroom. I hope that you are at home. Every time you've been seeing me now all week long, I've been saying the same thing because at home is the safest and warmest place to be, especially today with all the ice out there on the roads. The roads have been super slick, so I hope, again, that you are tucked nicely at the house. Again, safe and warm. I'm not alone today. I have my colleague and my sister girlfriend, Joyce Peterson, who is going to join me now. Hi, Joyce. Come on in.
Hello.
You've been seeing Joyce a lot. She's been out and about on the roads.
Out and about.
Covering everything for us. You're in-house today, Joyce, talking about something that now is a result of this icy wintry weather.
Yeah,
water
this is
conservation.
my first time at the digital desk. I'm a little overwhelmed.
Welcome.
So many buttons, and you do this all yourself?
Well, sort of.
And Lydia, our
and Lydia is
producer.
off camera, yeah.
This is great.
She
Hello,
helps us.
everybody at home. I hope you are staying safe and warm, and I hope you have water pressure. I know at our house it's real low right now.
Yeah.
And here at the TV station, the toilet's barely flush.
That's no fun, Joyce.
But we are not in the advisory area.
Okay.
So two things with MLGW today. First, there's the emergency water conservation alert. They're asking all MLGW water customers, cut back on your water usage. And so that means don't run your dishwasher. If you wash dishes by hand, don't run the water, right?
Right.
Wash the dishes, then rinse very quickly. Brush your teeth, don't leave the water running. Didn't mom teach you that growing up? Turn the water off while you're busy brushing.
She did.
Fellas, while you're shaving, turn the water off. So you want to conserve energy that way. And also the washing machine. Don't wash any clothes right now. The water pressure is low because pipes keep breaking. We have reports of broken pipes at 201 Poplar, you know, as if the courthouse needed any more issues this year, right?
Right.
So a bunch of courtrooms flooded. They had a sprinkler system that burst because of the cold temperatures. And the hard part is when things warm up, that's when the pipes break. So the sprinklers broke. Courtrooms 7, 8, 9, and 10 flooded in the General Sessions Court. So that's no fun because, you know, 201 Poplar kind of needs a facelift anyway.
Yeah.
And then down at Juvenile Court on Adams, another sprinkler burst. And so there was flooding at Juvenile Court, flooding in the elevator shaft. They had to pipe all that water out. That building's about 100 years old, so that didn't really help things down there. Luckily, we have the new Juvenile Justice Center out off of Getwell. But so there are a lot of busted pipes, 500 help tickets that MLGW is addressing right now. Can you imagine being an MLGW employee right now? Thank you for your service.
Indeed, yes.
And the spouses and loved ones of MLGW employees, thank you for your service as well.
You sacrificed your spouse's
Yeah, supporting
long
those
hours.
heroes.
Yes.
So 500 help tickets just on the smaller broken pipes, and then 29 water main breaks. Those are the large water main breaks. And you know that one on Poplar that broke back in December, they're still fixing that one. That hasn't been repaired yet.
Okay, so that's on top of all the other hundreds.
So they had 27 that they fixed. 2 they're still working on today. I called the Dollar General folks out on Danny Thomas. Thank you. I gave them a call because there was a water main break down there and MLGW was working. And we couldn't get there because the roads were so bad. But the Dollar General folks were at work on this icy day. Thank you for your service.
Shout out to them.
And they poked their heads outside to let me know that the water main had been repaired and the crews were gone. So thank you for giving me the intel on that. I do appreciate it. But I wanted to talk to the folks about the boil water advisory. So it's for 15% of MLGW's water customers, right?
Yeah.
And this is in the northwest section of Shelby County and then the southeast section. And so it's on our website. If you're curious, if you're in the area, see the areas shaded in pink, Joy? Those are the 2 areas where if you live within that section, you should boil your water for at least a minute if you drink it or use it to cook. So let's land on this one. Let's stay on that one, Lydia. And so this is the southeast section. South of Walnut Grove, Perkins Road east, Winchester Road south, Shelby Drive south, Airways Boulevard east of that, all the way down to the state line. And then if we look to the right, you're going to go over to Forest Hill, Irene, that's the cutoff. And then the cutoff is near the Germantown city limits. Doug McGowan, the president and CEO of MLGW, said that the suburbs don't have to worry, but we did get an email from someone in Arlington who said their water is brown. Obviously, if it's brown, don't drink it. Don't wash clothes in brown water because that means there probably is some sediment or rust.
Yeah.
So drink bottled water, use a water filter, and again, heat it up boil it for at least 1 minute before you drink it and or cook with it. Okay, Lydia, let's see the northwest section if we can. Scooch up there. All right, Shelby Forest, hey y'all, how you doing? I know you are used to this because you have had a lot of water issues in the recent years. So, the northwest section, west of Highway 51 and north. So you're going to go west all the way to the Mississippi River and then all the way up to the Shelby-Tipton County line. If you live within that little pink diagram right there, you have to boil your water. It is precautionary because when the water pressure drops this low, there could be microorganisms, microbes,
Sediments,
nasty
yeah.
little things in there. Yeah, contamination. But I'd like to point out that MLGW CEO Doug McGowan says right now it doesn't look like there's any contamination in the water.
Good.
This is a precaution. State regulations require it when the water pressure gets below a certain point. They have to issue this precautionary boil water advisory.
Okay.
And then when the water pressure comes back up, they will send samples to the state, get them tested. If they get the all clear, then the boil water advisory will be lifted. So let me double check my notes, make sure I don't have anything else to tell folks right now. Oh, some interesting stats. February 2021, the first time ever MLGW had to issue a boil water advisory, ever. And they've been around a while.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was that real
Didn't know
bad
that.
cold weather, like more than a quarter
Oh,
of a
yeah.
million MLGW customers lost power.
We remember.
Okay, pipes burst. So then we had December 2022. That's when we had the rolling blackouts. That was
Here.
thoroughly unpleasant, right? We remember that. June 2023, there was also a precautionary boil water advisory. Thunderstorms knocked power out. And so the folks up in that northern section of the county that I said are so used to this,
Yep.
you had low water pressure and had to boil your water. And then, of course, we have this precautionary boil water advisory. And I know you hydrate, all the ladies in the newsroom hydrate. Some of us carry around 2 water bottles. I mean, we are constantly drinking
Yes,
the water.
yeah.
So
It's important.
be advised, use a water filter if at all possible. Get the water out of the cold side of the tap, not the hot side. And again, if you're in those pink shaded areas, then you will want to boil your water for a minute or more.
What about taking a bath, Joyce? Showering.
Take a
I mean, I
shower.
guess, yeah, okay.
Yeah, MLGW advises you to take a short shower
Okay.
and not to take a bath. That uses a lot more water. Again,
sense.
don't use the dishwasher and don't use the washing machine. Plus, when water pressure is low, you don't want to take the risk that any rusty stuff is in the water and that could stain your clothes. So just hold off for a day or so until we get through this cold spell. We've got a couple more cold days coming up. I think my husband will be with you on a cut-in coming up here soon.
Yeah. Ron's going to take it over. He's going to be back with you guys at 8 and 9. He's talking about freezing fog and all the things that we have to get through. Some really good advice from you. And I want you to heed what Joyce was saying from MLGW, because shout out to everybody who did a great job conserving the energy, right? We didn't want those rolling blackouts.
Yeah.
Y'all heard from Joyce talking about, what were some of the things that you were saying? Don't suck up all the energy. Like, this is not the time to catch up on your Netflix shows. When we were back at that time, how to really, really conserve energy. Remember that 6 a.m. to 10 a.m.?
Yeah, and
You guys
don't use
rocked it
the
out.
stove. Don't cook breakfast. I mean, who knew? But the stove uses a lot of energy, and then keep the doors to the fridge closed.
Yeah.
Again, don't use the washer or dryer.
I took away a lot of stuff that she said. I was like, oh man. And apparently everybody did. All the Mid-Southerners,
Yeah,
Memphis,
it worked.
y'all did great. It worked. So let's do the same thing with our water, because we need water. I'm telling you, if you have low, and if the low goes to none, you will appreciate conserving your water so that it can keep, stay at normal, normal flow, that we
pressure,
won't have
yeah.
to boil it. We can get back life to normal, which sort of returns.
Well,
here's a tease.
We've got a couple more days of cold temps first, and then we start to warm up again, and then brace for more broken pipes. So hang in there. We're just a couple days away from salvation.
Yeah, that's all coming from her
All
husband.
right.
See,
Thanks,
she's gonna
y'all.
worry
I'm going to
about
boogie.
that.
It was fun. Thanks,
See
Joy.
you, Joyce.
Bye.
Yep. All right. Thank you so much again for joining us here on the Action News 5 Digital Desk. Great sharing some information with you. Again, remember to conserve your water. All great tips coming from Joyce Peterson. I'm going to go now. We're going to get ready. Joyce will be back with us tonight for Action News 5 at 10. I'll be alongside Joe Birch, and we're going to find out, I think we're going to maybe have highlights, about the Memphis Tigers. Yeah, the game still went on at FedEx Forum. So hopefully they got a win. There may have been a few faithful Tiger fans out there, and maybe you were one of them. We'll see what happens. Anyway, thanks for joining us. Have a great rest of your night. We'll see you back on the TV, as we like to say, at 10.